Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Ace and I got another TF2 commentary here for you. Playing as a Pyro here on CP Cold Front with a degreaser, flare gun and extinguisher. Basically my, well, basic Pyro loadout. And this is not a thought process video, however I do hope you have enjoyed the thought process videos. But the point for this video is the last point to be exact, or just the last point on any map that is capture point or payload. And my main or my favorite classes to play are the Scout and the Pyro. These classes do rely on a certain element of surprise, a certain ability to flank, a certain ability to get behind enemy lines, due to the fact that your damage output can only really come from close range. So you really rely on these factors. Now on last points, may it be on CP Cold Front right here, or on any PL map payload on that last point, it's very hard to get behind enemy lines due to the fact that their spawn is there, which means you can't get behind them. You can only get in front of them, which means they will always know where you are, they will always see you coming, and that's just pretty damn annoying to deal with when you are relying on these factors that are not there anymore. So what you will see me do right here is trying to be very desperate in trying to make something happen. And the only thing that I can really make happen right now is to make sure that second is not being captured. They have some scouts on the enemy team, they have some spies on the enemy team. So my main concern right now is just to make sure that nobody gets through our push, as it were, that they can flank us or cut down our reinforcements by a scout just running through us or a spy getting a chain stab going. So as you can see, I'm trying to constantly stick around the flanks, see if I can make a push, but I'm constantly met with a level 3 sentry, which I will deal with in the video a little bit further along in a way that you would hope me to deal with it. However, right now I'm a little bit scared of sentries because I'm always used to letting, well, soldiers and demos deal with it, right? Or just a sniper for that fact, from a safe distance. However, if I want to do something, I have to trigger the sentry, make him shoot rockets at me, which means I'm gonna take some bullet damage before I can even reflect. However, the soldier making a very smart play on me right now by shooting the rockets at my feet. And because I missed my first reflect, I got launched up in the air, and then he still shot at the ground. Because even if I reflected that rocket, I would never been able to reflect back at him. So if you ever want to take out a Pyro with rockets, aim at his feet and try to get an annoying angle so he can't reflect back at you. Perfect play from that soldier. However, as you can see, I don't really see a sentry right now as I'm directly met by a crit rocket, which I luckily enough, or skillfully enough, depending on how you want to look at it, reflect right back in his face, getting a very satisfying kill. But however, I'm still not able to push up, and this is what I was worried about. Scouts and spies and such basically getting through our flanks and hopefully cutting down our reinforcements. Bit of a clumsy kill on that scout, I do have to admit. I did not correctly reflect him into the corner or against the wall, so I couldn't really combo him. So a bit stupid on my side right there, as I'm still trying to look for any danger points in our defense as we are trying to push forward. So I'm just making sure to spy check. I do see the Girardi coming out every now and then. I am also trying to push down the stickies here, as the soldiers are then able to push a little bit further on a bit of a safer environment. They don't have to stand on the stickies and risk it. I can just put those stickies away from them and give them the room they need to shoot potentially at that sentry. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make way for our soldiers and demos to do anything. But as you can see, they are not really doing anything. And it's only one level 3 sentry that is basically preventing us from winning this game. So right now at this stage, when I see the laser here from the Wrangler, I'm getting a little bit paranoid, because I know that I can't reflect Wranglers, at least Wrangled sentries, all that well. So I'm getting a little bit paranoid. I'm actually starting to think about shooting the sentry down with my flare gun. That's how desperate I am becoming to try to make something happen. Even though I'm putting myself at risk here due to the fact that I don't have my flamethrower equipped. So if I would be caught off guard by a spy, for example, or a scout, I would have to first switch back to my flamethrower, which may take too long for them to just directly stab me or just put some meat shots in me. But as you can see, I am trying to get some reflects going here on the sentry, as I am successfully reflecting all of the rockets right here, as you can see, which is surprisingly easy. And the first time I reflected the sentry rockets, I kind of figured, alright, I got my game plan, I'm gonna do this unless something else happens, like somebody takes him down so I can push forward. Because that's the only obstacle between me and victory right now. So I'm just shooting, trying to make something happen as I am able to reflect the rockets off the sentry back to the engineer, getting a very satisfying reflect kill. And right now I know that the sentry is unprotected, so I'm trying to make something happen as I was expecting to reflect it, but I saw the spy, of course, which is a little bit more of a problem for me, so I'm spy checking and such. As I'm once again trying to reflect the sentry, I am taking out some more damage, taking out the sentry, of course, with the flare gun, ironically enough. And now I know that, you know, the victory is possible. So I'm making sure that my ammo is full, so I can basically just hold down my mouse button and hopefully burn everybody down, as I am met here with another engineer. Taking a very long time to avoid or to destroy that building sentry, surprisingly enough. And I'm also directly scared because of the Girardi. We are at their spawn. Girardi makes you die very quickly. So I'm just looking for an opening right now. They are building another sentry on the point, which is directly taken out by soldiers and scouts, as we then are able to push up on the point and win. So it's surprisingly funny to see how one level 3 sentry can hold everything back. And you could argue that I should have switched to a different class, but I was really set on playing as a Pyro. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, as I am explaining one of my issues that I have when I'm trying to stick to one of my classes that I'm playing, which also proves how important it is to sometimes switch your class in the midst of battle, just for the sake of trying to make that last push and such. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care.